Eyup, it's Louise. Welcome to the sparse, undecorated part of my attic. And I am still on the tail end of a really horrible cold. I feel like I've had this cold for about 9 years. So sorry, my voice sounds weird. It's very unpleasant to have a cold. Anyway, I've got some books that I've read recently. There's actually 6 books, and you'll be like, Louise, there's only 4. Has this cold really addled your brain? No, 2 of them were digital. So I listened to 1 audiobook and read 1. Is it an ebook? Is that what they call it? An ebook? I think they do. Anyway, I will go through them for you now. I'll do the physical books first, and then I will talk to you about my digital books. The digital books, they exist in the ether, they're in the cloud. Where are they? They're everywhere. I hated this book. I was reading this and my partner said, why are you reading one of those train station books that are about like child abuse? And like, I'm laughing, it's not funny. You know, the ones that are like child abuse and it's like, a little boy blue and like, where are my socks? And it's like a sad little like Victorian-esque child on the front, and it's a really horrible novel about children getting battered and stuff, because like they thought it was one of those. It isn't. It's somehow worse than that. This is awful. Like, I didn't know Nick Cave wrote books, but he should just stick to doing his vampire music, because this was trash. It was just very I don't know the term for it. It was very like, oh, I'm so smug. The guy in the book is such a pervert, but I'm not a pervert. I'm just writing all these really horrible misogynistic things about women, but I would never say these, he. It's the character in the novel saying them. I don't buy it, Nick. I don't buy it. You wrote disrespectful things about Kylie Minogue, and I'm not having that because we love Kylie. It was crap. It was honestly crap. It cost me 50p. It's rubbish. I don't even want to put it for someone to take because it was that bad. It was awful. Awful. Just run that across the room for you. This, I shouldn't have even been sold this in the charity shop because it is a proof copy. The quality of the paper is not good because it's only a proof. And it says like, proof copy not for sale. And there was a note in it for someone called Blue. So they just gave it to the charity shop, note and all. This is by Abby Jacobson. If you've seen Broad City, you know Abby. You know Abby, she's my girl. I was mad into Broad City when it came out. It was very much, it wasn't at all, but me and my best friend were like, this is so us. And she was Alana and I was Abby. Like, this is so us. It was not us. We were just like in our early 20s, just living a normal life, and we're like, oh, we get up to these hijinks. No, we don't. Which reminds me, I need to rewatch Broad City because I really enjoyed that. It's sort of like a semi-memoir. It's about Abby just going across the US on her own, trying to do like a bit of soul searching and stuff, and talks about being a queer woman, which we love that. We love some representation. Thanks, Abby. I liked it. It was fun. There's some like silly little drawings on it and stuff. I can't find any of the silly little drawings now. Just silly little drawings of books and stuff. Princess Purple Rain. It was very easy to read. It's very short chapters, and it's just her writing about weird like anxiety things that she has, like, what if my head explodes? What if this happens? What if XYZ? And it's very relatable. I liked it. 4 stars out of 5. 9 out of 10. Oh, what do I do with this? Throw it in the bin. Why do I still have it? What is that? Are they bluebells? Maybe they're bluebells. This was an absolute monster book. How many pages is this? Bear with me. Oh my god. 864 pages, and look how small the writing is as well. Tiny, tiny, tiny font. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I like Donna Tartt. I feel like She was like a cool chick. I saw a picture of her in one of the other books I read, The Secret History, and it was when I was in my bob era and she had a bob, and I was like, me and her, we're the same. I really like this though. It took me a while to get into it, but once I did, I really enjoyed it. It's basically about loss and then trying to fit in and losing a parent and then trying to fit in a different world because Theo, his mum dies, and then he sort of moves in with his dad and they don't have a very good relationship, and he's just trying to find himself and he gets caught up in stuff that he shouldn't get caught up in. And I really liked this. I really enjoyed it. It was really hard on my hands to hold it though. But I did read that when they made the film of this, Donna Tartt hated it so much that she fired her agent, who had been working with her for a very long time, because she hated the film so much. And I've not seen the film, but I would like to see it now to see how bad it is, because this is like nearly 900 pages of book. It cannot be as in-depth as this is. This was so good. I don't think she has that many books as well, Donna Tartt. I don't know, I just feel like me and her are vibing, you know? So I have her other book, what's it called? Something like Our Little Friend or something, I think it's called. It's got a scary doll or something on the front of it. I have that in my big pile of books that's over there that you can't see. But I like Donna Tartt. 2 for 2 that I've read that I really enjoy. I kind of want to watch the film and see how bad it is, so that might be one of my little treats on a weekend. It has Finn Wolfhard in it, I think, and I do like little Finn Wolfhard. But it must be pretty bad if Donna herself wants to distance herself from it. Anyway, I liked it. 4.5 out of 5. I don't know why I've started rating books now. This, I took this on holiday with me. My friend bought me this for my birthday, and it is a signed copy of 19 Clothes on a Blackbird by Agustina Bastarrica. Do you like that? Do you like my little Spanish pronunciation? Loved this. Another collection of, I'm really into short stories and horror stories, and these are kind of horror, kind of gruesome, kind of grim, kind of macabre. The back says, devastatingly powerful short fiction, grimly engrossing, unforgettable. It is kind of gross. I really liked it, and ooh, it's a signed copy as well. This was really good. It's just really unsettling, weird stories. I can't really like explain them, but it's very good. I'm not giving this one away. I'm going to keep it because it's signed, because I'm very corny like that. It's not signed to me, it's just a signed book plate that's been stuck in. But I bloody love this. I really enjoyed this. It's so good. And I need to look out for this other book. I'm going to see if our local feminist queer bookshop has it, because I love it. I need to nip in there as well because I need to get the new Melissa Broder book. Does anyone else love Melissa Broder? She's great. Her stories are disgusting and really disturbing and unhinged, and I love them. And those are my last physical books. Wait, actually, 5 out of 5 will read again. It's gonna go back in my books to keep collection. I don't know why I'm saying collection and representation today. This cold has addled my little brain. I will do my digital books in a second. I just need to rehydrate. So my 2 digital books. First one, I'll put a little picture here, I think. Here. was I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I got that from my library. I think I can get it on Spotify now, because this sounds like a shill for Spotify. Spotify premium users can get 15 hours of audiobook for free. But I got it from the library. I read it in about a day. It was so good. Quite a short book, so very easy to read. So good. Harrowing. Horrible. I didn't know all this stuff had happened to Jeanette. I knew some of it, but it's just really horrible, and I can see why she sort of stepped away from doing TV, because like the way her family and people that she worked with treated her is just like, it's disgusting. It's really horrible, and to think of all the things she's been through, it's just really, really awful, but it's a really, really good read. Highly recommend if you can get your hands on it. Yes, big up local libraries. I love my library. I get loads of crochet magazines from there on my library app and then never read them. But this book, sensational, loved it. 10 out of 10. I've gone up from 5 stars. 10 out of 10. Absolutely loved it. I would read it again. I've been recommending people that I know read it. Fantastic. Horrible. Fantastic. It can be both. And I'll finish on a light note, because it's still kind of sad actually. I did use my Spotify Premium users get 15 hours free audiobook a month privilege and got, I'll put it up here, Don't Laugh at Lonely Encourager by Daisy May Cooper. I love Daisy May Cooper. I would die for Daisy May Cooper. I love her. This Country is one of the funniest shows I've ever watched. It is hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. She's so funny and so talented, and just, she's bloody gorgeous as well. She's bloody gorgeous. I'm just gonna say it. Love her. So I listened to her audiobook, which is sort of her memoir and how she came around to writing This Country. And I didn't realise, like, I knew her family came from, like, they had like a tough time, but I didn't know that they were like actively living in poverty and unable to pay their rent and stuff. It's quite horrible that people can like live like that, and our government thinks it's okay, but that's another story. I'm not going to get into an anti-Tory rant here. I'm talking about books. But she's so funny and so charismatic. I was listening to it on the plane home from Lanzarote, and I was actively chuckling at some of the stuff, like when she talks about that she made up loads of ghost stories, and one of them was like, the little Victorian girl of W.H. Smith's Cirencester High Street. I don't know why, that just took me out, and I'm just on the plane like don't think I'm a weirdo, I'm laughing at a funny audiobook. Loved it. Loved it. This Country is fantastic. If you've not seen it, please watch it. It's so funny. So funny. Her and her brother, amazing. And her dad's in it, and he's really funny as well. So good. I also recommend Rain Dogs that she's in. That is a lot more gruesome and dark. And I think it's called Am I Being Unreasonable? That one's really good. Funny and also a little bit horrible as well. But I'm itching for This Country rewatch because I just found it so funny. Mandy really scares me, and I just think it's really well written. I love it. I love Kerry Mucklow. I am a Kerry Mucklow stan. That was good. 15 out of 15 stars. My rating system is very arbitrary. Loved it. We love Daisy May Cooper. But yes, those are my reads that I've read recently. My recent read reads that I've been reading readly. I hope you enjoyed. What have you been reading recently? Anything good? Do you have any suggestions for books for me to keep my little beady eyes out for? I've got a stack that's nearly as tall as me that I need to work on, but I always like to buy more, so I'm probably gonna go when I'm next in town to my nice queer feminist bookshop, Juno Books. Not my bookshop, but it's a bookshop that I go to. I don't know why I said it's mine. And I want to pick up the new Melissa Broda, and I want to see if I can get Tender as the Flesh by Agustina Bastarrica. I like going to that bookshop because whenever I go into Waterstones, the staff are always really weird. Anyway, that's just me going on about. Not all Waterstones are like that, but the one in Sheffield. The staff, I don't know. I get bad vibes off them. I'm like, no, I don't want to buy books off you. I want to buy it from Juno. Anyway, those are my opinions on Waterstones that no one asked for. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.